And we're back with, I think we had maybe the game of the year this weekend, probably. It was a weekend full of plot twists. It was crazy. It was insane. There was madness left. There was madness right. I can't even really think which one was my favorite. Like, we had a really hard time picking what the hell we wanted to talk about this week. But let's break it down. Welcome to the newest episode of SDW.
Super Dario World!
So, like I was saying, Eric, what was your favorite moment of the weekend? Can you even pick one? Like, out of all the things, because a lot of stuff happened. Did you have a favorite?
So out of all the plot twists, I gotta say there's something really satisfying about Jeff Saturday winning. Simply because there were so many,
For those of you who don't know, Jeff Saturday is the new head coach of the Indianapolis Colts, and he was facing the Raiders. So I get you. It's satisfying for so many reasons.
Yeah, like, he had so many detractors, a lot of, talking heads on the NFL Network saying how, it was just disgraceful to the profession and all this nonsense. And, well, he comes here and he beats the Raiders, which is always, a
good day.
It's always a good day.
I agree. Josh McDaniels is a disgrace to the profession. Jesus Christ, that man is insane. But you know what my favorite part about the whole, what was his name again? I forget his name.
Jeff Saturday?
Saturday, there you go. I was going to say Sunday for some reason. About the whole Jeff Saturday story.
Hey, Saturday or Sunday, the Raiders can't win.
There you go. Can't beat him. So my favorite part about his story is that apparently, before he was hired as the head coach of the Colts, he put out a tweet that said the Raiders look terrible. So he criticized the Raiders, and then he came in and proved it. So to me, that's just the cherry on top. That's the favorite thing. It's like, hey, you suck at your job. Oh yeah, come here and tell me that. All right, I'm gonna fucking go in there.
All right.
Like, if you want evidence, Exhibit A. There you go. This is how much you suck.
It's like whenever somebody's criticizing like a boxer, or a fighter, and they're like, "Oh yeah, when are you coming here to the octagon and show me?" But he actually did it.
By the way, Jay Crandall, Raiders should have won that. No. If you can't beat somebody who's never coached a thing in his life, you don't deserve to win anything.
Because I feel like the Colts were motivated.
Well, yeah,
I feel like they wanted to win for the guy.
Yeah, and honestly, that's kind of like what football's about. It's about motivating your people, because they're all professionals. They're all like they're among the best of the best in the entire world. And so you just need to focus them, and you need to outsmart the other team. And they kind of did that. Once they motivate the players better. So I don't understand how you can't motivate, the Raiders, but I mean
when you're destined to a life of crime,
it's unavoidable.
It's like the lobster mentality, you drag each other down.
Yeah, I guess. But anyway, let's break down all the games, because, you sound like you're still... How long have you been sick? How long have you had that cough? You don't smoke.
It just keeps going.
Is it cancer?
I don't think that's real wood. I don't think I'm going to make it.
Oh, my God. Now, you should get that checked out.
It's probably just, the weather. Feels like everybody's got a little bit of a cold right now.
You know what I just started doing? I took an allergy pill at night. Because, usually allergy pills, they make you kind of sleepy and stuff. So I took it at night. And I woke up and I felt, kind of okay.
I might try that.
Yeah, you should think about it. Because, honestly, I felt like an idiot. And this has nothing to do with football. But I felt like a total idiot. Because I was telling my dad, like, oh, yeah. Like, I feel like kind of like drowsy in the morning. I don't feel great. But I don't want to take allergy pills because they make me drowsy. And my dad was like, why don't you just take it at night? And I was like...
The wisdom.
Like, the wisdom of the ages, man. See, I felt like such an idiot. And so I started doing it, and it's working out. Anyway, so in case anybody's as big of an idiot as I am, there you go. You should try that. Anyway, let's get into the
Josh
game.
McDaniels fucking sucks.
I guarantee you Josh McDaniels does not take his allergy pills at night. I can guarantee you.
He takes it right before the game.
Right before the game. Like, immediately. Seconds before. Right before the run. He gives them to all his players, too. So...
I think just goes to show, every team is built to win. Every team is composed of some of the greatest athletes on the fucking planet. They just need the right type of guidance, right type of motivation.
Yeah.
And it's funny that this happened to the Raiders because last year they're the ones who lost their head coach and started winning.
Yeah. So, it's always a good week when the Raiders lose. All right?
There's been a lot of good weeks.
Of course. It's been a great season so far just because of that. But anyway, let's get into it. So, first game of the Thursday Night Football, we saw the Atlanta Falcons going to Carolina to face the Panthers. And the Panthers...
I have a real question.
All right, what's your question?
I'm talking to the Carolina Panthers here. Okay. Can you hear me, Carolina Panthers?
Yeah.
Why the fuck are you winning? Are you stupid?
Are you stupid or something?
You're not gonna make it. This is not a championship team. This is not a playoff team. Stop winning. What are you doing? Tank. Jesus fucking Christ.
2 bad weeks. It's been a bad season. It's been a bad season for the Raiders. But anyway, yeah, I don't get it. I mean,
what are they doing? Why are they winning? Why are they winning?
Well, listen.
Tell me. Give me one good reason.
All right. The head coach wants to get a job next season.
I said a good one.
Somebody wanting money, wanting a job. This is basically his audition, and he's like, "Hey, yeah, you see that? The team they got rid of their star player, they got rid of this, that, and I'm still winning." So, I mean, that's basically the reasons that people are playing for their jobs. Sometimes that might be the best motivation to do anything ever when you have to do it for your job.
If I was the owner, I'd be upset they're winning.
Honestly, yeah. If I'm that guy, definitely. But
fuck the Falcons.
There you go. Enough said.
And in our league, I think we all took the Falcons.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I haven't set the points yet. So right now in our league, again, for those of you who don't know, we make a little league where basically we pick a winner on every single game of the season because we don't know shit about fuck and we wanted to see, who knew even less shit about fuck than the other one. So far, basically, you just win, you get a point if you get it right. This week, actually, I think, did I do better than you this week? No? Really?
I did much better than you.
Oh, well, then F you. So, Eric did much better than I did this week, and you are currently sitting at 86.5 in first place. I am 83.5 in second place.
I really hope there's another tie soon.
Gus Becerra, Gus, you're sitting in third place at 79.5. David, you're at 68.5. David had a good week.
He had a good week.
And
so did God.
God is sitting at 67.5 all the way at the bottom. So, there you go, in case you cared. So, let's get into it. Next game, we got Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Tampa Brady making history against the Seahawks in Munich.
Is it ironic that the week that God does the best is the one week he didn't bet for the Saints?
It is ironic, yes. So, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, first off, shocker, they beat the Seahawks. The Seahawks had been rolling up to this point, and Tom Brady made history by being the first quarterback to win a game in Munich and being the first quarterback to throw a touchdown in Munich. And I was actually having a conversation with somebody, because I was like, oh man, Tom Brady made history. Like, that doesn't count. Like, anybody who would have gone there could have done it. I was like, there was literally another guy in the other team who could have done it, and he didn't. So, it is impressive. It is something. The man's won in Munich, in England, in Mexico, and in the States. He's Mr. Worldwide.
It would be funny if for that historic, statistic, it would have been, the first touchdown in Munich by Geno Smith.
Yeah. So, I mean, Geno could have made history, but he didn't.
He did not.
So, it is an impressive feat, It is impressive. So, not everything's good, everything's bad. The impressive thing here is that they actually took down the Seahawks, who look to be a much better team. So
I told you, man. I feel like after last week, they're starting rallying.
The thing is, the Tampa Bay defense is starting to get healthy.
And Julio Jones,
they starting to use him. He missed out most of the season, so that offense is starting to look better, but the defense is looking incredibly better, healthier. It reminds me more of the 2020 defense, the one who won the Super Bowl. So there you go. The Bucs are starting,
they're starting to get hot at the exact right time.
And they're at the top of their division because their division sucks. So there you go. Next, we got the Lions beating the Bears. Dude, the Bears have a record now that they're having a historic season. They've scored 30 points in most of their games and lost. They've consecutively scored over 30 points in games and they lose. It's crazy. Their offense is on fire, but their defense is like, fuck this shit. Like, we don't want to win. On the other hand, the Lions, they're starting to wake up. They're on a winning streak. And how many years has it been since the Lions have been on a winning streak? MCDC defending his job.
Also, I do have a funny statistic. So the Lions, this is the first time in 2 years that they went on the road. The last time they won on the road was in Chicago.
Of course. That's what the Bears do. Ironically, or strangely enough, the Lions started winning once they got rid of Hawkinson. So, they're on a streak. How long will the streak last? Who the fuck knows? Maybe it'll probably end. We'll see the games this week. Actually, this week, not a great matchup, I think. But we'll see. No. Point is, it's nice to see the Lions win. I like them. I like their culture. I like their attitude. The games are exciting.
I kind of like their colors.
Yeah, so there you go. Next, we got the Miami Dolphins beaten down on the Browns in Miami. Fun stat about this game. Not a single punt was kicked by the Miami Dolphins.
Damn.
Not a single one. Tua's going crazy. Like, if Tua hadn't gotten injured, I think he's the shoo-in for MVP of the season. Like, it's crazy. I mean, we don't know how he would have played in the games that he was injured, but holy shit. Boy's playing good.
I think he's in the conversation, at least.
He's still in the conversation in spite of missing all those games. It's crazy.
Like, who is in the conversation right now? I feel like Josh Allen is slipping.
He's definitely slipping.
Tua, I think, is in the conversation.
Yeah.
Lamar could be in the conversation. Geno, slipping.
I'm telling you.
Sadly, like, Mahomes.
To me, my sleeper pick, honestly, is Jefferson right now. The receiver for the Vikings. The man has been playing extraordinary.
Jefferson also just had what some are calling the greatest catch of all time.
It's definitely the most, gravity-defying. It defied the laws of physics. I don't know.
Check his gloves. He's got to be Spider-Man.
The point is, the Miami Dolphins now are comfortably sitting on top of the AFC East, maybe the hardest division in the AFC. So,
dude, the Bills are in third place in their division.
They've lost three in a row? Two?
I think two.
Yeah, so not looking good.
I told you, man, the bye week.
It happens. It happens. Next, we got the Tennessee Titans, the Titans, facing down the Broncos, and another fun stat.
Tennis-thrill.
Apparently, the Broncos have the best defense in the league. Like, they've managed to keep teams under 18 points the entire season. It's crazy. But the offense cannot score 18 points to save their fucking lives. They just can't. So they have a phenomenal defense. Their offense just sucks balls. And I mean big, hairy balls. Like, it's crazy. And you know what the funny part is?
That they're in our division, so it's extra sweet.
Of course, that's enjoyable. No, the fun part is that with Drew Lock as a starter, they average 20 points per game. So, Jesus Christ, things are not looking good in freaking Denver. They must be regretting the head coach. I don't know how this man still has a job. But, you know, all right. Listen, I don't hate it. It's good for the team that we root for, unfortunately. But, you know, there you go. Things not looking good in Mile High.
So however, that explains why the Broncos games have been so fucking boring.
Yeah. No offense, but really good defense. On the other hand, the Titans, they're kind of on a roll, man. Like, it's not been pretty, but they've been winning games. They came back from behind again. So now with Tanner again on the helm, they are a little bit more exciting.
Gotta love it when the titties come back from behind.
Yeah. So we'll see how that continues to go. Next, maybe the game of the season. Holy shit. The Minnesota Vikings. I don't know how this wasn't a primetime game. I think, the NFL was like, keep Cousins out of primetime. I know that these two teams have extraordinary records, but keep them out of primetime. Otherwise this game is going to suck.
I am sure that the betting line would have actually changed if they moved it to primetime.
Definitely. This game was wild. Me and Eric, we nearly had a heart attack because we weren't watching this game. We were watching a little bit, but we had our grandma's birthday.
No, bullshit. We watched it all. And then it kept going, unbeknownst to us,
watching this
when
game,
it shouldn't have.
And so afterwards, we're driving, we're sitting in the car, and in the car, it's the end of the fourth quarter. Vikings have the ball on the goal line, fourth down, and they get stopped. It's only 40 seconds on the clock, so we assume, okay, game over. Yeah, only an idiot.
The Bills have the ball. They're gonna kneel, and no timeout, and it's over. So we just stopped looking at the updates.
Even if they get a safety, that's not that bad. So we're like, all right, this game's done.
Funny enough, it would have been better for a safety.
A few minutes later, Eric is checking his phone to see his fantasy because he has Josh Allen in his fantasy, and he was like, Josh Allen's on the field.
I'm like,
what the hell happened?
Joshy, what are you doing there, buddy? You gotta go home. Celebrate that W. You looking silly here.
What, and they're losing?
Dude,
what
it's
the
like
hell's happening?
It's like when freaking it's like when what kicker was it? Was it McPherson? That he wouldn't leave the field?
I think it was Tucker.
yeah, Tucker refused to leave the field at halftime.
No.
I don't know why on fantasy he just kept saying like Tucker on the field, and he's like, he just refuses. He's a mad lad.
He just made history last week. People are trying to get him out, but he keeps kicking balls at them. He's like, no.
They can't get close to him. He's a mad lad.
He's got rage. He's the best rage in the NFL.
Josh Allen was just sprinting all over the damn field. He just wouldn't leave. The game's over, Josh. Go home.
Turns out, not so much. It's crazy, and we were like, we were trying to figure out mathematically what the fuck happened.
Yeah, because
we were up by 4, so even like even if they moved the ball for a punt, what did the Vikings score and then the Vikings and then the Bills did a field? What the fuck happened? It was madness. Took us a really long time to figure out what happened, and holy shit, that catch, madness. But really exciting football. The Vikings are proving that they've completely changed their culture over there. Before, one-score games they would lose. Now they're winning, so good for them. I mean, their defense is solid. Their offense needs to use Dalvin Cook more and Thielen because I have him in my fantasy, but they're looking good, man. Honestly, the biggest question mark for them is Kirk Cousins in primetime, because as far as I know, pretty much every single playoff game is in primetime, so, or most of them.
Is there ever a playoff game happening at the same time as another one?
I think so, in wildcard weekend.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's honestly the biggest question mark there. Also, this is another ex-girlfriend who didn't get to beat their ex, Stefon Diggs. Stefon Diggs could not beat his ex.
Stefon was the Minneapolis Miracle, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was him.
Yeah.
So there you go. The Buffalo Bills slipping. The Vikings taking down a pretty impressive team, continuing their streak. So good for them.
I think the Vikings have proven they're a squad.
They're a squad. Next, we got the New York Giants beating the Tennessee Texans. The Houston Texans, which honestly, who gives a fuck? Next, we have the Kansas City Chiefs embarrassing the Jaguars after the Jaguars started off pretty good. They started off with an onside kick and recovered it. It was clever.
It was funny.
And then they did nothing with it. So
no, the Chiefs scored like 20 uncontested points.
Yeah, the Chiefs, however, unfortunately for them, they did lose Juju Smith-Schuster, so that's kind of a hit for their offense. But
freaking what was his name? Tony? That they got from the Giants?
Yeah, that dude like had a pretty aggressive catch. So
apparently he starts getting, well, I mean, he's starting to get rolling.
Listen, when you got one of the best quarterbacks in the league throwing you the ball, you tend to do stuff. And you have a head coach that puts you in the right spot at the right time, you do okay. So,
I guess.
And when there's so much talent on the fucking field, seriously, the Chiefs have so much talent. The running back, they have 3 really good running backs. They don't even use Clyde Edwards-Helaire anymore. I know, because I have him in my fantasy. So, there you go. Hate the Chiefs. Now they're
so boring. They just win.
They only have one loss, and it was to the Colts, right? This is a really weird season. Their only loss in the season has been to the Colts? Or what's their record?
No, I think they lost 2.
Let me see. Chiefs record. 7-2. What the fuck did they lose to?
Let's see. Bills.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so there you go. Bills and Colts. Totally on the same arena. Next.
At this point, I believe it.
The Steelers beat the Saints. You know, that boy TJ Watt. He good. Saints couldn't do anything pretty much all day.
They turned down for Watt.
On the best game for me, personally, of the season, the Indianapolis Colts taking down the freaking Raiders in Las Vegas. Matt Ryan with almost a 40-yard run. Matt Ryan has a longer run than Alvin Kamara this season. Insanity. So he was benched, comes back, runs the ball more than Alvin Kamara has this season in a single run, and they beat the freaking Raiders at home. A man who hadn't coached a freaking football game in his life. What is this sport?
No assistant
I love it.
Coach, no nothing. That man was a player.
There you go. And so I have no idea how Josh McDaniels still has the job, but I'm glad that he's there. Again, keep him there. Don't fire him. Keep him until the end. Keep him the rest of the. Don't never leave the franchise. Because holy shit, how could he turn something that looks so good on paper into toilet paper full of shit? I don't know. He made Devontae Adams a criminal. So I am blaming
that was the uniform.
him.
That was the uniform. It's a curse that goes beyond McDaniels.
Okay, there you go. So there you go. Colts, are they turning it around? Will they? Because the AFC South is not really that tough either. Could they? I mean,
I really want them to.
at this point, yeah. What's their record? Let's just see.
It feels like they're like 4 and something, right?
By the way, Gus has a question.
How much are you winning by, Gus? I think you're beating Dario, or are you at least close?
No. I'm beating Gus. So Gus is at 79.5. I'm in 83.5. So I'm still 4 points ahead of. So losers, and you're at third place. Yo, E, what's up with your head? Oh yeah, he cut his hair.
Yeah, I got a big head.
So AFC standings. Colts at 4-9, Titans at 6-3. So, I mean,
Winnable.
yeah, very much within shooting range. That would be funny.
They're gonna play again, too.
Yeah. So, next, let's continue.
And yeah, they are now the lovable underdogs, right?
Yes,
Like,
it's between them and the Lions,
oh man,
and I'm rooting for them a little bit more.
I'm rooting for these guys a little more.
Yeah.
I
Next,
feel like they've gone through enough.
in spite of having Matt Ryan. Next,
Yeah.
we have the Arizona Cardinals beating the Los Angeles Rams, which, talk about a Super Bowl hangover, man. The Rams have a lot of issues. The Cardinals have another sort of issue. You know that they got Robbie Anderson from the Panthers?
Yeah.
Fun fact, he's caught one pass as an Arizona Cardinal for -4 yards. That's it. So,
Well,
all right.
To be fair, he's also competing against DeAndre.
That would make more defenders go after DeAndre, and that would leave you more open. That would leave you with the B team.
I think Kyler only has eyes for DeAndre.
Well, I mean, because that man is not covered even when he's covered. So there you go. And yeah, this was a battle of backup QBs. So to me, that puts them in kind of like equal footing. And Colt McCoy, honestly, it was just a lot better. So there you go.
Also, I think Cooper Kupp got injured.
Yeah, that sucks for them. That's really sucks.
The
for
Rams
them.
they're gonna have to call it quits for the season.
Yeah, you got your Super Bowl.
Yeah, fuck off.
Be happy with it. Be
Pizza,
happy with
pizza,
it.
motherfucker.
Next, we got on one of the biggest upsets of the weekend. The Cowboys going to Green Bay to get whooped. They were up by 14 points. They won 195 games in a row when they had the lead of 14 points in the fourth quarter until this Sunday against the Mr. Aaron Rodgers.
Who gets these statistics, man?
I don't know, but I love them. It's phenomenal. So it's one of those things that you're like, dude, is Green Bay, are they turning it around? Their defense started to look pretty good towards the end. The offense, I don't know why they don't use freaking the running backs more.
Christian Watson?
Is he a star? Is he a player?
Is he
Are they
WR number 1?
Yeah, does he have a connect? Because the freaking Cowboys defense, they ain't no chumps either. So this honestly was a very impressive win for the Packers. I thought they were dead.
Rodgers was putting balls in buckets.
Yeah.
Doing blocks.
Crazy. So, I mean, he's still Aaron Rodgers. Now, this is something interesting. Are they dead for the season? I don't think so mathematically, but let me just check this real quick.
They're pretty behind.
Really behind.
But they can still do, because the NFC in general is actually pretty weak.
All right, so they're 4-6, and so they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 teams on top. So they need to beat out the Commanders, who are 5-5.
Doable.
The Niners 5-4, harder. 6-3 Cowboys. They actually have a tiebreaker against them. So honestly, they kind of just have to have a better record than the Cowboys. I think that's their easiest way in.
I feel like they can't lose more than 2 games remaining, and that's being really generous.
So let's see. Let's go through the standings. You got 2 teams that are 8-1 in the NFC, and that's the Eagles and Vikings. So
the Eagles are just gonna lose out at this point.
They probably will. So these 2 teams are going to clinch their divisions. Then you got the Seahawks at 6-4. That's still kind of competitive, especially with the 49ers at 5-4 nipping at their heels. The Buccaneers at 5-5. I mean, the closest team is 4-6, but that might as well be a million miles away, because the Falcons suck. So,
can you believe there are right now 3 NFC East teams in the playoffs?
No, especially after last season, there shouldn't have even been one. But anyway, Cowboys at 6-3, Niners at 5-4, Commanders 5-5. So if the Packers reach, what do you like? Because the problem for the Commanders is they still have to face teams within their division, so they're kind of gonna destroy themselves there. The Packers kind of just need to win out. They reach 10 with 10 wins. They're in.
Yeah, they got a tough road ahead.
Yeah, again, the Niners, same issue. They got a tough road ahead. However, the Packers have lost games in their division. I don't know. The point is they're not mathematically out, but is it enough?
No, nobody's mathematically out right now except the very bottom.
Yeah, the Texans. So I don't know. We'll see how it happens. But the point is, if I'm a Cowboys fan, I'm a little concerned.
I'm very concerned.
If I'm a Packers fan, I'm a little excited because they're finally starting to show a little signs of life here. Next, on the game that honestly I was impressed by it not being a blowout. I expected this to be a blowout, and as far as decision making goes, all right. So the Chargers lose to the
Lombardi,
San Francisco 49ers, the offensive coordinator.
Yeah,
dude, Herbert was throwing balls to. I have the numbers here for the wide receivers. Let me see, because I have it here.
But I mean, did you see what one of the defensive players of the 49ers said in the press conference?
What, they knew what they were doing before they did it?
No, I mean they asked him so what were the keys to success? And he was like, honestly, we just kind of played normal in the second half. We know just didn't do anything special. Just kept doing what we were doing, and we just kind of won.
All right, so there you go. The wide receivers for the Chargers, number of catches: DeAndre Carter, 83 catches; Joshua Palmer, 67 catches; Michael Bandy, 9 catches; Jason Moore Jr., 6 catches. They also had Everett that got injured in the halfway through the game. The lineman got injured halfway through the game. The defensive lineman got injured halfway through the game. Listen, as far as the head coach's decision making goes, this one I don't really have that much to complain. The defense looked really good. They managed to hold back Christian McCaffrey. They completely eliminated Debo, and freaking George Kittle was irrelevant. So
to be fair, the 49ers didn't play their best offense either.
True.
McCaffrey did not get as many attempts as he should have.
But again, I'm giving that credit to the defensive coordinator. The defense looked okay. The defense kept them in there. It was just the offense that forgot to play in the second half. So the issue for the Chargers is the offense. And here's another fun stat for you, and I think I already sent you this meme. Justin Herbert leads the league in interceptions that touch the ball of their wide receivers first. That means that the fucking guys had the ball right here, or here, or anywhere, and then the other team took it away from him. That's insanity.
You have a weird definition of funny, buddy.
Listen, the man is a victim of his own talent. He's too damn strong for his own good, and the wide receivers kind of suck, which honestly leads to me being infuriated by them not picking up a fucking wide receiver. And I'll still be mad at the fucking medical staff. How can Keenan Allen be out of the game for so long with a fucking normal injury? It was supposed to be 1 to 2 weeks. Dude's still out. Williams is out. And so why didn't you pick up somebody? Why aren't you, just nonstop spamming Odell Beckham Jr.? Somebody.
Why are they the way they are?
Why do they suck? Because they don't want to spend money. That's why they suck. All right, they get all the B tier people. They might spend a little bit on a few stars, but they get all the B tier people in there, and they suck. They continue sucking. And this was a game that was actually sort of winnable, and I thought it was going to be annihilation. They got rid of Tillery, and for some reason now they can stop the run, kind of. So I agree. Keenan Allen got paid on the offseason, and yes, once you get paid, hits hurt a little more. The silk sheets get a little bit softer. You kind of want to baby your injuries a little bit more. I get it, and it's infuriating.
I don't want to think that that's what's going on with Keenan.
No,
it feels like he's a player.
I blame the medical staff. So
he's been in the team for such a long time.
I don't freaking understand how how you go out there without wide receivers. Like, how can this be your game plan? You're going up against the 49ers. The 49ers have a solid defense. Super solid. And you manage to keep... They have a pro bowler as a running back, a pro bowler as a freaking tight end, and a pro bowler as a freaking wide receiver. And you manage to stop all three. And not with Jimmy Garoppolo's help. So, I don't get this team, man. I don't get it. But they need to do something, and they need to do it quick. So
let's move on to the funny games. I don't like this one.
So the point is, Chargers lose, 49ers are starting to look pretty good. And the whole time, you know what was fun? It felt kind of like, like somebody who's trying to pin down a bigger dude. Like you're trying to hold him there, like just stay. But the big dude inevitably was able to just knock you out, like boom, send you flying. So they did it as long as they could, but in the end, the better team went out. So, there you go.
One out.
Next. Last game of the season, the undefeated Eagles. I kind of called it. Walked out of there with a L. Given to them by the Commanders.
Mr. Taylor.
The last team.
Heineke.
So, apparently the Commanders, a few seasons ago, you remember when the Steelers were undefeated? Guess who broke their streak? The Commanders. So apparently this is what they do.
Technically the Washington football team, but yeah.
There you go. So apparently this is their thing. They find it funny.
They change names. They break streaks. That's what they do.
The interesting thing here is Commanders. Mr. Commander Carson supposedly should be ready to play next week.
He should not.
He should not. Taylor
I think
Heineke,
Taylor has like a 4-1 record right now.
He's doing pretty good. Like, he's doing really good.
I said this like at least last season. I was like, that guy ain't bad.
No. Like, honestly.
He knows McLaurin is a dog. He throws the ball to McLaurin.
Smart. He gives the ball to Gibson. He freaking Robinson got shot. And he's... they should get the Chargers should get to Washington medical staff. That man got shot in the leg, and he's playing in the NFL right now. Like, months ago. Are you kidding me?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. The running back Robinson got shot in the offseason. In the leg. And he's out there on the field scoring touchdowns. It's crazy. So, yeah, that's what happens when you invest in a good medical staff. Anyway, that was the last game of the week. Let's go ahead and make our predictions for this weekend. Let's see.
So, obviously, the Eagles were a bunch of posers.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
They're dead.
I believe it was proven.
Dead.
They'd only faced like two really good teams, and one of them had primetime cousins, so there you go. Next. First game of the week, we got the actually pretty interesting Thursday night football game with the Tennessee Titans facing the Green Bay Packers in Green Bay. This is a tough one, man.
It is.
It is. You got Mr. Tannehill back. They managed to win barely. However,
against the best defense.
Yeah, in the NFL. Mr. Aaron Rodgers, he's looking like he's turning his team around. He was clearly focused on beating the Cowboys.
Blocking.
Yeah.
Doing some bucket throwing.
So, Watson and him, they're looking pretty good. However, the Tennessee Titans do have a Mr. Derrick Henry. And I don't know if the Green Bay Packers can stop him.
But the Packers defense, pretty good.
So I think these teams are pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, this is a coin toss game.
You know what's funny? These two were the toughest teams last season. Like the scariest ones, by far. Now they don't feel so much. And they both lost their star wide receivers.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
So, I have to make a pick here because I go first.
Wait a minute. What's AJ Brown's number?
I don't know. You think it's 17?
No, I'm thinking it might be 12 because Devontae was 17.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's 11. Yeah, he was 11.
Ah, so close to perfection.
All right. Tennessee Titans, Green Bay Packers. This is a coin toss, 100%. My usual rule, and if it's a coin toss, I'm going with the team at home, so I'm going to go with Mr. Aaron Rodgers in home.
I'm going to go with the Packers as well. I think they're rallying.
Terrible game this week. All right, Gus Pacheco says there's terrible games this week. You mean hard to pick?
I think so.
Yeah, okay, so there you go. Yeah, there's some pretty interesting ones. And you're saying...
yeah, I'll go...
Not the Tedros?
No, I'm gonna go with the home field. That's literally it. Otherwise,
It's literally a coin toss. So let's
Yeah.
see what God says. All right. So God goes with the Packers. Next
Packers
game,
being favored again.
Thursday night football. This
Hasn't
should be
been a
interesting.
while.
Honestly, this on paper is kind of like the most exciting Thursday night football we've had all season. At least off the top of my head.
Well, I think on paper, Colts, Broncos was supposed to be a banger, but
Yeah.
we all know where that
Fucking,
happened.
Shut up, you fucking wet blanket.
Yeah.
Next, we got the Chicago Bears against the Atlanta Falcons in Atlanta. Eric,
Who gives a fuck?
you got to pick one. I mean, I already know, but do you want to say it?
See, the Bears keep losing even though they score a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't said fuck the Falcons for a while. Yeah,
Fuck the
give me the
Falcons.
Bears.
I agree with you. The Falcons just can't close.
Neither can the Bears.
Yeah, but at least the Bears score. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Bears. I'm gonna go with the Bears. Let's see. What's God say? Wait. So even God goes with the Bears. Like, we're all in sync this weekend.
Gus says terrible game number 1. Well, I agree. This is a terrible game.
What?
Bears Falcons.
Oh yeah, totally. Because this is game number 2. Next, we got the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Very interesting. So we got to
1 week ago.
We got to
This
change.
would have been like.
Like I would have bet $1 million.
Yeah.
Like, I would have gone to the mob. I would have asked for money. Like, hey, can you give me a loan of $100,000? I would have gone to Vegas and would have bet all on the Eagles. Now, not so much.
Not
Philadelphia
so
Eagles.
sure.
Lost against the Commanders, which is the divisional game. Now they're going to Indianapolis against the Colts. Completely different culture. Culture change. Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? Was it a one-off? Was it just that, Saturday hates the Raiders?
I understand.
Has he tweeted it
I
all?
understand.
Has he tweeted it all against the Eagles? Has he said they're not a legit squad? Something that he has to prove. I don't know. And it sucks because, you know what? No. I'm going to go with the Eagles. I think I'm getting caught up with the heat of the moment, with a freaking Saturday was exciting, but the Eagles are not the Raiders, all right? The Colts have a lot of talent, but and I don't think that the Eagles are their record. But no, I'm kidding. No, they've won their game solidly. But the Eagles are definitely not the Raiders. So I'm going to go with the Philadelphia Eagles.
I agree. I think the Colts might play them close, but the Eagles are a squad.
Yeah, they're a legit squad. And God goes with home. So, all right.
God disagrees.
Maybe God knows something.
I hope he's right. Like, I'm going with the Eagles, but I am hoping the Colts win.
Oh,
I am rooting for them.
I 100% agree with you. Next, we got the New England Patriots facing on the New York Jets in New England. Will Bill Belichick's hatred for the
Give
Jets
me Billy
be
B.
enough?
Come on.
Will it be enough to defeat them?
Give me Billy B. Let's go.
Yeah? Why?
Hit it.
Why?
I don't need a reason. It's Billy B. It's the Jets. It's what happens.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm torn.
It's the law.
Yeah, I'm torn on this one. Because it feels like a good moment, like this feels like it could be a coin toss, so it's like, I'll make a move, try to catch up.
Were the Jets on a bye?
Yeah, and the Patriots too. So they both had buys. The Jets, however, have been looking really good. They took down the Bills.
And you know who took down the Jets?
The Patriots.
Bill Belichick.
And Bill Belichick has an amazing record coming off the bye. And you know what? How do you feel about the bye? There's a new
Hate the
head.
bye.
There's a new
Bye
head
to bye.
coach. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Bye to bye. I hate the bye.
I'm gonna go with the Patriots. I have to. It was a good spot to make a move. Even God goes with the Patriots. So next, we got the Washington Commanders facing down the Houston Texans in Houston.
All right, I can see what Gus means about terrible games.
Who gives a fuck? I'm gonna go with the Commanders. There you go.
Give me the Washington Commanders. I want to see Taylor Heineke. Although it could be Commander Carson.
If it's Carson, I'm going with the freaking Texans. No, I'm kidding. I'm sticking with the Commanders. Their defense,
still wouldn't.
yeah, their defense is looking pretty good. So, let's see what got. What the hell's wrong with me? All right.
I don't know, but you're not going to be able to catch up if we keep picking all the same as I do.
Well, fuck you. I'm not gonna pick the fucking Texans.
Well, you could go with the Colts and believe.
Believe, dare to believe. Next, we got the LA Rams in the Superdome in New Orleans taking on the Saints. Eric.
This is a weird one.
Let's see Stafford.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
This is the most important thing, actually. Matthew Stafford. To play versus Saints. All right.
Man, but he's
Let me
out.
see Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, is he gonna play? Ankle surgery.
Yeah.
IR. He's out.
Yep.
Oh man, but Andy Dalton can't win. It's the Red Rocket versus the Pizza Man.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the Saints.
You keep fumbling that coin, Dario. The Raiders gonna draft you. Listen, man. I don't need more on my rap sheet, okay? I can't go to jail again. I don't need.
I'm too pretty to go to jail.
Yeah, I can't do it, man. I don't wanna. Jesus Christ. So who'd you pick?
Yeah, give me the Saints. I don't know. It feels like the Rams are just not in a good place.
All right, I'm gonna make a move here. I'm gonna go with the Rams. I feel like it could be a coin toss.
That's
so
fine.
At least
It feels like a coin toss. I go with home.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I have to make a move to catch up. God picks home, so there
Hey,
you go.
picks the Saints again.
Yeah, it's not
Back
as
on
fun-
track.
Not as fun anymore. Next, you got the Cleveland Browns facing down the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo.
Is it a week away from Deshaun?
I think so. I think it's Deshaun is back in week 13. Practices is Jacoby Brissett for Bills.
Yeah, so Watson is back in the building to practice, but he doesn't start until week
Week 13. Yeah, against the Houston.
I want to watch that
Texans.
game. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I want to watch it.
Yeah. The only freaking Texans game I'll probably watch. That's not the Chargers.
So who are you going for?
You go first, I think. Oh no, I did. All right, okay. Yeah, the Bills are on a losing streak, but
This is the team to snap it against.
yeah. Also, the Browns, I think they feel like they're so close to to getting like a good quarterback or something, to turning things around, that you know how teams get tired just before they get like a rebound of energy. You know what I'm saying?
They do?
I feel like they're on their last legs a little bit before they get a little oomph back. So I'm gonna go with the Bills.
I'm just gonna go with the Bills because I don't like the Browns.
Fair enough. I mean, they did just get shellacked by the Dolphins, and their defense couldn't stop squat. Got to win with the freaking Browns. So all right.
It feels like the Bills are in that gotta win mentality, like,
Oh yeah, they've lost 2 in a row. They got to be hungry for a win.
and they're third place in the division. Come on, guys.
Don't even to ask. Carolina Panthers against the Ravens.
Listen, Panthers keep winning.
All right, fair enough. Make a pick.
Yeah, give me the Ravens. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know. They keep winning.
I just say it's because it feels wrong.
Yeah, I agree. But the Ravens are a pretty good squad. So, God picks the Ravens. Next, it'd be really fun. Like this could feel like this one feels like it could be an upset, but I doubt it because Panthers are winning only against their own division. So, next we got the New York Giants facing down the Detroit Lions. This is fun. This is exciting. This could be a game changer. I want the Lions to win.
Me
I
too.
really want them to win. It feels like it's a game that they could win. The Giants have a great record right now, but they did struggle last week against not a great team.
Who?
Let me see. Just double check. I just remember that it wasn't really impressive against the Texans. So they won by like a score. That's not great. I think the Lions can take it. So I'm going to go with the Lions. All right.
Going with the Lions, huh?
Going with the Lions.
Nah, give me the Giants. I think they're a good squad. I feel like they're the Chargers, but with a good play call.
Fair. God picks the Giants. Next.
But I am rooting for the Lions.
Which team is going to suck more? Like, this might be the worst game of the season. The Raiders against the Broncos in Mile High Stadium in Denver. Which team sucks more, Eric?
Which head coach is gonna fumble the game away?
I mean, somebody's got to get fired after this game, right? Somebody's got to get fired.
I have a morbid curiosity to watch this game because I want to look at the sidelines more. Oh, God, what a disgusting game.
Yeah.
Give me the Broncos because they're at home.
Okay.
And they got a good defense, I guess.
They have a really good defense.
And the Raiders aren't scoring right now.
Yeah. I got to make a move, so I'm going to go with the opposite. I feel both teams suck equally. I just, we got to make a move. I don't like it.
Understandable.
I have to make a move.
I think I'm getting a call.
Is it the
Dario Gonzalez has been...
Is the Las Vegas, zip code? Is it? Let me see. Let me just throw this again. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me.
Well, that's a long conversation.
We don't know. This is NFL. We don't need to get into that. Oh,
Yeah.
God picks the Raiders. Next, Dallas Cowboys against the Minnesota Vikings in Minnesota.
Minnesota Vikings.
Who do you like? This is a tough one.
It's not that tough for me, actually. I'm going to go with the Vikings.
Really? Why?
Hot streak. They're at home. They're winning. I think they're dogs.
Dogs.
And the Cowboys are weird.
The Cowboys made a really dumb decision towards the end of the game against the freaking Green Bay Packers. They were about the 30-yard line or something. It was 4th down, and they went for it instead of going for a field goal in overtime. It was really weird. Maybe it would have been like a really long field goal. Maybe it would have been like a 50-yarder. But you think you'd...
Who's the kicker?
I don't know. They used to have like Greg something, but
They had
Sirline.
Zerline.
Yeah, is it still Sirline?
I don't think so. I think he's injured.
Okay.
Or out. I don't know.
I think he's playing for another team. Let me just check. Because I remember Greg Zerline.
He's the Jets? Yeah, he's in the Jets.
He's in the Jets. No wonder they're winning.
He's the place kicker.
Yeah. So?
No, I like the Vikings.
All right.
Yeah, I think they're just the more solid squad.
I agree with you. But again, I need to make a move.
It's not the craziest.
Yeah.
Cowboys are
I
a strong team.
just hate to make moves when it's not the home team. But all right.
And you're making a lot of moves there.
I know. I need to do something. And the way that this season's gone, it's upset city. So you never know. Next, you got the Cincinnati Bengals.
God didn't.
Oh yeah, well, fuck him or her. I don't care. Home. So God picks the Vikings. Miracle makes sense. So Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Interesting
in
game.
Pittsburgh. So let me see. Bengals are red hot or ice cold. Steelers, they just got
Just
their
coming
best,
off a bye.
Yeah, they just got their best defensive player back, and they did beat the Bengals barely last time. So have the Bengals gotten their shit together since that game? And is Chase back? Let me see. Bengals, Chase. Jamar Chase. They say anything about injury here? Damn it.
I like how you keep it on caps lock.
Return from hip injury. Okay.
They have a date in mind. Oh, wait, go up?
Against the Titans in week 12.
So, yeah.
Not this week.
They're avoiding it.
Yeah.
Who are you going to go for?
I gotta make a move. But I don't know what move you're gonna make. I'm just gonna go with the Cincinnati Bengals because I like them better. Eric? Kenny Pickett.
Enough said. Yeah, give me the Bengals. They're a stronger team.
Damn it.
Overall, I think.
God picks the Bengals. Next, we got the Kansas City Chiefs against the Chargers in primetime in Los Angeles, which means nothing for home field advantage.
It means the Chiefs have a lesser home field advantage.
Yes.
Than an Arrowhead.
So they're neutral. Eric, you go first.
Neutral at best.
Yes. So the Chiefs just lost Juju,
okay.
whatever you say his name.
Juju.
They just lost Juju. The Chargers may or may not have wide receivers. So
Give me the Chiefs. Just get it over with. Just kill us. It's over.
Please stop. Just let
He's already dead.
Just stop kicking him. I gotta make a move. I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
Oh, man.
Chargers beat the Chiefs once per season usually.
Usually when they have players.
Listen, you're not wrong.
Listen here.
You're not wrong, but I need to make a move.
You're making a lot of moves here.
I'm behind by 3 points, man. I gotta do something.
All right.
I can't just be, picking the same teams as you do. Gotta make a move. I don't like it, but
I'll throw a prayer for you on this one. I hope the Chiefs finally
the
get
Chiefs,
theirs.
their luck's gotta run out eventually.
No, that doesn't.
It's gotta someday.
Doesn't.
Anyway, let's see what we got picks. The fuck is happening?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know. I got a case of the dropsies today. I don't even know what the fuck's happening. It's I don't know. All right. God picks the Chargers, which I don't believe. Finally, on Monday Night Football, we got the Arizona Cardinals facing the San Francisco 49ers in Arizona.
That should be a good game.
It should be interesting. I was just in Arizona. I drove by their stadium because I went to Arizona this past weekend. Their stadium, you know how roofs sometimes have like this little mushroom thing to get the heat out of the attic?
Yeah.
That's what their stadium looks like. It's like a giant one of those fans, like the circular mushroom fans to get heat out.
Like a Mario mushroom?
Yeah, check it out. Like, what is, I don't remember. Arizona.
I think it's a bank.
State Farm.
Yeah.
Well, look at it. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like one of those. Giant.
A little bit. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know what's wrong with me. All right. Anyway, so Arizona Cardinals versus 49ers.
Oh, yeah. Is Kyler even going to play?
I don't know. Let's check.
I mean, I'm going to pick. I know what I'm going to pick anyways, but.
You never know. It's a Division 1 ad game. Feels good, but unsure of status again in Monday Night Football.
Who goes first?
You go first.
Do I? I picked the Chiefs first.
All right, fine. I'm going to go with the 49ers. I think they're a better squad overall. They have, like I said, 3 Pro Bowlers on their offense. It's like a freaking... they kept describing them as a Pro Bowl team, and I'm like, I kind of agree, except that Jimmy Garoppolo's in there. So...
Former Super Bowl champion?
Jimmy Garoppolo, I guess. Yeah, technically. But I was seeing a stat of his, and I was like, actually, I have the meme right here. Like, so let me see. A little Jimmy G stat. Last season, 10-2 record, 0 TD passes.
This season?
Last season,
Oh.
10-2, 0 TD passes.
Listen, the 49ers know what they are. They're a run team.
Yeah. And their defense is good. They're really good.
Yeah. If they're winning games, give me the 49ers.
Yeah.
I like them better. Kyler may not play.
Yeah. So, there you go. And even if he does play, he didn't practice. So, there you go. Caught the last one. God picks the Cardinals. So, there you go. That's it. I don't know what the hell happened to me today, and I couldn't catch the fucking coin to save my life. I don't know what the hell's wrong. You know what? I need a vacation.
Yeah, we need to end this.
Yeah. So, there you go. Those were picks. Gus, you got those in. David said that he would send them to us. Caught the last one. Lol. It's all about how you leave them, folks. It's all about how you leave them. So, there you go. As always, he's out
of it. He's just out of it. He lost his mojo.
What the fuck happened to me, man?
I don't know, man.
You're
You're past your prime.
I lost something very important to me. God. Oh, God. Anyway, as always, any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can find us at SuperDarWorld and at DarioSDW. As always, thank you for joining me, and we'll see you again next time.